we finally get to know what Iswaran is accused of. And what you might not know is that it actually started a long time ago. So initially Iswaran was handed 36 charges but eventually he was just given 27 charges on 18 January after considering all the evidence in the case. After he was formally notified of the charges on 16 January, he then resigned as minister and also resigned as a PAP member and as an MP. Basically he simply go away from his work. He also said that he will return all monies from his minister pay to his MP allowances since CPIB's in July 2023 and added that even if he's proven innocent, this money will need to be returned. In his letters to the Prime Minister, he highlighted that he's innocent and will now focus on clearing his name. When he was in court on 18 January to face his charges, he also pleaded not guilty and intend to prove he's innocent. In other words, he's going to fight the case. His bill is now at $800,000 and the pre-trial conference has been set on 1st March 2024. So what are the 27 charges? Okay, it turns out that it's not like a plot from House of Cards. Instead, it's just spraying easy leads to Ong Beng Seng. Based on the charges, it all started way before you expected, back in November 2015. The first charge was when he originally accepted 2 tickets to the show Thriller worth about $430 for no consideration from billionaire Ong Beng Seng through his company corporate back then. Back then, he was the Minister for Trade and Industry, bracket industry. Then throughout the years until December 2022, he originally accepted things from Ong. All these so-called gifts, which were all given by Ong kind of indirectly, made up 24 of the charges. The items has a total value of over $218,000. Now, just for context, a minister's salary is over $1 million a year and slightly a lot more. And as MP, annual allowance is already around $192,000. So what $200,000 sound a lot to us. It's not that crazy to high earner. But anyways, some of the alleged items given to Iswaran are rather interesting one. Like tickets to football matches in the UK or tickets to plays, like 2 Harry Potter plays. But most of the more expensive ones are tickets to F1 in Singapore. Now, those are so-called alleged gifts with no consideration, which means they are originally given without asking anything in return. For these charges, anyone convicted can be jailed up to 2 years, be handed a fine or both. There are also 2 charges that are considered corruption, whereby his actions will benefit someone else. The first is 50 tickets to 2022 F1 race, whereby it's done to advance on business interests in matters relating to a contract between Singapore GP Private Limited and the Singapore Tourism Board. The second is when Ong originally paid for Iswaran Street, which is related to a contract between Singapore GP and STB, as well as a proposed contract with STB to establish the concert in Singapore. The total amount of these come out to over $166,000, most of which are from the F1 tickets. For these corruption charges, anyone convicted can be jailed up to 7 years. And finally, the last charge a bit cheaper. Basically, Iswaran paid back a flight ticket to Singapore GP, which Ong had paid through Singapore GP. As he paid back, it looks like he's trying to obstruct the cause of justice. So the last charge is obstruction of justice. This is more serious with a penalty of 7 years jail time. Iswaran also then issued his own statement, repeating that he rejects the charges and allegations and will focus on clearing his name. As for Ong Beng Seng, the AGC will decide on what to do after Iswaran case is concluded. After this, MIT came out to say that as of now, there's nothing to suggest that F1 contracts or other contracts were structured to the disadvantage of the government. They also added that 2024 F1 will still go on. With Iswaran's resignation, Acting Transport Minister Chee Hong Tat will be promoted to a full minister and simply go to be the Transport Minister, while Grace Fu will take over as Minister in charge of Trade Relations, both positions that Iswaran held before he resigned. Now, note that this is what is known as of 18 January. Whatever happened after that, you need to download our app or subscribe to this channel. And since you are here, watch this video as well.